Hi here, Philip there. You know who you think I am? Here is a horrendous website, so horrendous, it's unbearable. Oh no. But in its horrendousness, it's showing us the future. Danny DeVito.
Yes, time is ticking. What the?
Octopuses. This site is a bizarre game where you must complete a form. And the user experience is so horrendously illogical, it's impossible.
Cancel. Oh, fuck this.
The creators claim it's a challenging exploration of user interactions and design patterns. But I have a different theory. This site could have been built by extraterrestrial intelligence, and I'm serious. Arrival of the Octopuses. In the 2016 movie Arrival, the aliens who arrived looked like octopuses. And also they experienced time in a non-linear way, which means they lived in past, present and future all at the same time. I have a bizarre theory that this site is not illogical. I think it's very logical, but it uses logic that is non-human. I think it uses alien logic. I think this alien logic could be the future of human logic, and I also think we can already use it to create innovative user experiences. I can explain. I'm drunk. This is a statement that's either true or false for beings that experience time in a linear form. Like us.
What time is it?
Okay, some of us. Extraterrestrial beings who experience the past, the future and the present all at the same time, like octopuses from the Arrival do, will possess the different kind of logic. Fuck the disabled bees. 3. The non-linear time logic. In the non-linear time logic, the true value of the statement "I'm drunk" would not necessarily be confined to true or false at any given moment. The statement could be simultaneously true and false from our linear time perspective. True might be influenced by a variety of factors.
Future events that might affect the drunken state, or past experiences that continue to resonate in the present.
As a result, the truth value of "I'm drunk" could dynamically shift and evolve. This site has nothing to do with it. It is still using some alien logic though, but the non-linear time logic it's not. But is it possible at all to use non-linear time logic in site UX and UI design? And what would it look like? Personalized recommendations or suggested content based on users' past interactions or anticipated future interests? A site that predicts where you'd move the cursor and moves it there before you do. You can use WebGazer.js to track the eye movement and move the cursor to where the user is looking before they have a chance to move it there themselves. Are there maybe other kinds of alien logic that we can turn into UX? Number 2. Collective consciousness logic. Some aliens might possess collective consciousness. In this case, their logic could prioritize greater good of the collective over individual desires. What would UX look like? Not personalized, but rather community-driven suggestions. Algorithms that analyze user behavior, patterns, and collective preferences to offer content suggestions that align with the greater good for the community. Or maybe a website that a single person can't use. For example, there are 2 or more cursors, and you can only use the website with someone else. 1. Hyper-intuition logic. Aliens with highly developed intuitive abilities, where they rely heavily on instinct, empathetic understanding, and pattern recognition, allowing them to make instantaneous and accurate decisions without conscious analysis. So, what would the site look like following this logic? The site where all the UX or parts of the UX are invisible, but you know where to click because you know where things usually are? I blindfolded the grandpa to test the theory. Let's continue. 0. Other forms of non-human logic that this site might actually be using that seem completely illogical to humans. For instance, this site uses green for errors and negative actions. Text that is not underlined is a clickable link, where text that is underlined isn't. It's like a world map that is upside down or sideways. Completely valid, we're just not used to it. Red instead of green and underlined instead of not underlined only seems illogical because it's a cultural convention. Something that humans got used to and accepted as a norm over centuries. Red and green is also to do with biological factors. On Earth, in nature, red usually means danger and green usually means life. Could be because red stands out quite well, but there could be alien planets where all plants are red. And therefore, to stand out and alert other animals of their communist beliefs, animals will be forced by evolution to use a different color, like green, reversing this perception for intelligent beings as well. But why? Why would you do all that? Why, by the way? I have no idea why the title of this video says, and if yes. But by the end of this video you might figure it out, or not. Let me know if you do in the comments. Why would you use all that weird, illogical logic in the UX? It breaks the routine, it makes you look, it makes you stay on the site, it's engaging. But so is the naked picture of Danny DeVito full screen on the homepage of your website. Why would you do that? Our company provides the best paralytic on the market, combined with a speedy harpoon gun reinvented to shoot tranquilizers. You can forever free your neighborhood from the disturbance of shouting children. Or a thought from my other video. The site with Illogical UX could be a site for a charity who, let's say, helps bees with disabilities. And through the UX, it makes you experience those disabilities, making you feel more compassionate and more likely to donate. But also, fuck the disabled bees. Turner was the founder of Impressionism, Picasso started the Cubist movement, Kandinsky was the father of his son, and also a father of graphic design. Warhol, pop art, they were all doing something that was never done before. It's just important to always look for new things and always push the boundaries of what's possible. This is how art historically always moved forward. So, can exploring these non-standard logic patterns uncover new UX techniques that can be used universally regardless of your website purpose or an idea? I have no fucking idea. Let's talk about it in the comments. But this site might actually be showing us the future though. And the simple JPEG and a mixture of cornstarch and water proves it. How's this here? First, the JPEG. There are things that seem illogical. Here is the logical statement that seems true. A JPEG is a still image format that can't display movement like an animated GIF can. That's a logical statement that seems true. And this is a still JPEG image. I'll put the link in the description, so you believe me. Optical illusions. They exploit our brain's interpretation of visual information. What we perceive as logical or real might not always align with the objective reality. And second, oobleck. Oobleck, a mixture of cornstarch and water. Not only oobleck is a good name for your son, it's also a non-Newtonian fluid. And non-Newtonian fluids are like Bob, a middle-aged accountant from Slough. They flow like liquids when at rest. But behave as solids when subjected to force or stress, such as when you punch them vigorously. Some things that seem illogical are actually very logical when we know how they work. Another good example of this would be your grandmother and a high-speed traffic camera. Only 50 years ago, a sudden disappearance of your 90-year-old grandmother who was a second ago just walking behind you would seem highly illogical. And today, just by looking at the high-speed traffic cameras, you can say with 100% certainty that she was swiftly taken by Ducati 1299 Pennygate R, the high-speed 205 horsepower sports motorbike. Our understanding of what's logical advances with technology. As new tech enhances and alters our senses in the future, more illogical things will become logical. Does anyone remember that the laptop trackpad used to work in reverse 15 years ago? If you ever want to feel old, there is still a setting for it in the macOS. You can reverse it. What seems illogical now might seem completely logical in the future. So who knows, with this illogical UX, maybe this site is showing us the future. Probably not. Also, it's not about implementing a different kind of logic or alien logic. We most likely can't, because we're humans. Well, some of us. It's about how we can evolve the current logic and how it can evolve regardless of us. As technology progresses, social norms change. Our psychology gets altered by technology, environment and evolution, our biology gets enhanced by technology, and languages and communication evolve. What this site does, and what we can do as creators too, is try and challenge the notion of what logical and intuitive is, as one of the ways to push boundaries and create something new. Because think different, and because this is how we move forward. Thank you very much for watching. Like it if you liked it, it actually helps the channel a lot. Subscribe, hit the bell, don't forget to look up, and see you soon.